So we are going to cover this amazing Apple-style video tutorial. First, create a new composition. Now select the rectangle from the top menu. Set to Fill Composition Area. Set the fill color to white and adjust color like me. Next, select the Text tool. Type the text exactly like mine and place it in the center. Align it properly so everything feels balanced. Now let's bring the text to life. Animate the opacity. Set the first keyframe to 0%. This creates a smooth fade in. Now add transform effects. Animate the transform properties. Follow my values closely as I adjust the position. Finally, we'll add a soft bounce curve to the animation. Create a other new composition with the same resolution. Now import the image linked in the description. Zoom into the composition so you can clearly see the details of the image. This makes tracing much more accurate and easier to control. Next, add a rounded rectangle shape. Resize it carefully and position it exactly like I'm doing on screen. This will act as the base guide for our shape. No, I wasn't sad. You were sad. You were sad you were not happy about. Now select the vector drawing tool. Start tracing the image along the edges, following the shape step by step. Take your time here. Slow and precise movements give the best results. Match each point carefully, just like I'm doing. Is my size? I'm good, I'm so good. Once the path is complete, close the vector to create the final shape layer. Adjust individual points if needed to smooth out the curves. How do a TikTok? Now make another points like me in the middle of sides. And adjust using Bezier curve. When you feel like, so you need some space. Change color to white. Duplicate the layer and flip it horizontally. Now adjust the position of the shape. Now rename each layer so it will be easier for animation. Also rename the composition so it will be easier to select the right layer while animating. Center the anchor point for both created layer. I was born in since 10:11, it was 11 o'clock. And I was going to come on now because my husband. Let's animate each layer. Add position and rotation keyframe. Adjust them as shown. My cousin's wife, they were like telling me to ginger her too. I should try do something for myself. But I'm just sitting at home. Select the position keyframes. Open the curve editor and add a soft bounce like shown. Copy this curve and paste it onto rotation. Do the same with another layers. Use the same curve everywhere. So where is him? How where is him? Where is he? Where is he? All right, one last step and we're done. Select the layer and create clipping mask. Also do same with another layer. This makes both layers only visible inside the main shape. Now go back to the composition settings. Choose the background color transparent. This is important for reuse in next part. Now let's go back to the main composition. First, rename this composition so it's easy to recognize later. Now move to Object Element. Tap on All. Then go to Project and select the composition we created earlier. This imports the entire animation into the main composition. Convert it into a group. This lets us control everything as a single object. Now open the Pivot Anchor Point settings. Move the pivot to the bottom right corner. Now animate the scale just like I am doing. Now at a smooth bounce curve. Animate the position of text layer. So. Add this bouncy curve. Now animate the group layer again like. What are these things that you should? Because this is what is. What does that speak?
Copy the curve from its scale animation and paste a position keyframe.
So if eventually anything happens, what is it calling back? You can't help me stop get back on his feet.
Let's add another text layer. Adjust its size. Font color is shown.
You all stupid. Is doing overtime.
Animate the position of text layer. Copy the curve from the group layer and paste on the current text layer.
I try to find it from scratch without. I am doing bit adjustment. It is up to you.
Remember we had one Bible study class one time.
Now for the final animation. Select the text layer and animate the opacity. Due to time constraints, and to keep this video from getting too long, I've added the text transform preset used here in the description. Simply import that preset and apply it to the current text layer. Readjust the position of keyframe as shown. This gives you the exact same animation instantly. This helps us save time while still keeping the animation clean and professional. Now,
let's move to the second
part. Select the group layer. Split it exactly like I'm doing on screen. Now select the second split layer and ungroup it. This allows us to control it separately. Finally, Adjust the duration of this layer slightly to match the timing.
My other cousin that's supposed.
Select each layer. Remove all position keyframes. Then remove all rotation keyframes as well. This brings the layer back to a clean, static state. Now let's animate the shape.
Rectangle shape layer.
Select the rounded rectangle shape layer. Adjust the size and radius over time exactly like I'm doing. Open the curve editor and apply the same smooth bounce curve I'm using.
What are your profile now?
Now let's add a bit more motion. Select the rounded rectangle shape layer. Go to rotation and add keyframes. Rotate the shape just like I'm doing on screen. Add smooth bounce curve here as well.
So I thought they called you and said to be in the office by 3. No. We're here when I made the call. Now I was asking how. I know you made calls. Why you were here? I didn't know to select the rounded rectangle shape layer.
Rounded rectangle shape layer. Go to color and fill. Enable keyframes and animate the color change to white, just like shown. Adjust main background color bit.
The girl that I used to relock her dread. She eventually caught out the dread. I was like, go to the previously
created composition. Move the timeline to the exact point or just after where the animation ends. Now tap on Share and Export icon. Select Export as current frame as PNG. We'll use this image later in the tutorial. So make sure it's saved properly. Now let's animate the paper elements. Select left paper add position and rotation keyframe. Position it outside the shaper layer with bit rotated on last keyframe.
Do you know what time it is? And the person wants to relock his dread now. So the person wants to go for a party.
I'm like, okay, so how do you expect me to come all the way from Luby to By this time you said you're going to book a ride for me. And it started to sound suspicious. Like you think is the person that desperate. Like there are no. Almost every hotel have had a 7. Me right. No. The person yes.
Yeah.
Do same with right paper.
Yeah.
So now nothing you didn't sit down. Of course I remember who this lady is. But because she has been away for a long time and it's late and all that. I told her Andy C. It doesn't sit down well with the pain seems good. But no.
At this point,
we just need to design the layout.
Now I'm adding the shape, the text,
and the exported image.
I'm
positioning
and adjusting them to match the final look. I'll increase the speed here, since this part is mostly design and placement. Just follow the layout on screen. Once this is done, we'll move on to the final animation.
So how do you?
Are you treating it or something?
Well, I declined, and somehow she ended up calling me the next day. I'm like the same person. She was like, yeah, it's the same person like the person just went to the event like that. But she needs to tell you look that fast. I said, okay, fine. It's during the day, so even as a guy, even if my one fight me said I know I'm looking around. I know I'm looking around, my eyes are open. Not in the night where I don't even. I can't see anything or anything like that, so I went. Yeah, it turned out to be a Nigerian footballer. This Super Eagles guy is one of the boys. So yeah, so you have to watch your back.
Yeah. So you have to watch your back.
Now what she was telling when she sat down here was a guy. One guy, one else a boy here. Your girlfriend, yes. What she was telling before you came in. The guy is missing since Tuesday. Somebody called him to come deliver a mom. Panel 4. This solar panels. And she sat down and the guy even told her that they let them quickly go together. Huh. I just look at it like this. You know my boyfriend, if you come I hear that I left. I went downtown with you, now I'll cause trouble. I say, you see, so every time I'm telling you to be beware of these boys around you. You think I'm just trying to finally it's time to animate.
Finally, it's time to animate. Select the exported PNG layer. Add position. Keyframes. Adjust the position values exactly like I'm doing.
I'm like, don't worry, he will come back and tell you people it was a prank. I should felt offended.
Select the position keyframes and apply smooth bounce curve. You'll notice the PNG is visible outside the main shape. We'll fix this later. Because using track mat right now would make the project heavy. Now let's animate the text. Select the text layer. Add text transform effects. And choose the standard preset. Now adjust the effect to match the value shown on screen.
I wasn't comfortable with you when you said 3 p.m. When you mentioned 3 p.m. that day. No, I wasn't. I was the one that said that. Yeah, but he asked when the light be gone. From. And now you'll be the only one there. Am I the only one? There are people that work on Saturdays who. The office, I don't know. This will be my first time going to the office on Saturday. My worry is that you're not even worried. Why should I be worried? No, stop. Stop, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not like I'm sensing what you're saying. But I was more comfortable yesterday. And so when he said that this other girl, she's my closest friend, I found out that she's coming to be there. That's why I'm calling her, let me know. Just like that. How many phones do you have I have for?
I have 4.
Always on the floor though, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have
I used
6.
to have 6.
No, was it 6? I had 7, gave 1 to my. This girl for a 1. You're the only one I call bro.
Also animate the small text.
It's supposed to bring this letter.
It's coming. Hello, Summer.
Hello, Summer.
Good afternoon. I'm fine. How are you? Are you okay? Oh, okay. Okay. And Mr. Nasser called you this morning. This afternoon, sorry. Yes, he called me. He was saying something about work and me.
Now let's animate the group 1.
Even yesterday, he told me that you guys were supposed to meet in the office today. Okay, did you? Did he call you today? I'm not in the office yet. I'm just calling you cause I don't know how it's. Have you ever walked on?
Copy the curve from paper 1 or 2 and paste the same curve here.
Have you gone to work on Saturday with him before? It's a normal thing for you. Okay. So what exactly am I supposed to help you with? Because this is my first time. You're crazy. I know you're not, so it's normal.
So it's normal. Okay.
Now let's clean everything up.
Okay.
Select each layer one by one. Track map them to the main shape layer. So everything is visible only inside the shape. This keeps the animation clean and controlled. You now have a smooth bounce animation with clean transitions.
Hello, the coolest skills to learn right now.
Skills to learn right now
In 2026, you have probably come across those clean animations.
probably come across those clean animations
Both on Instagram and
on
YouTube.
Instagram and YouTube,
And
you
only
only
wish
wish
you
you knew how to create your own.
As
As
mobile editor that
editor that you are, you
on Alight
open
Motion
Alight Motion,
created a new project and just stared at the screen for hours.
and just stare at the screen for hours,
Thinking of the kind of animation to create.
animation to create. Because of how difficult it is, you close the program and head out. You
then
then
wonder where
wonder
do
where
all these editors
do
get their
all these editors get the ideas from,
Or am I that dumb?
am I that dumb?
No,
You aren't.
It's just that no one has shown you where to
one
get
has shown you where to get cool UI
And the mission
animation
ideas
ideas from yet. Well, in this video, you are going to learn how to develop your own animation ideas like a pro and also how to bring them to life. Make sure you join my Telegram channel. I will be sharing my assets such as sound effects, icons, and high-quality PNG images that will enhance your animations. The link is right there in the description. If you don't have Alight Motion installed on your device, just head over to the Play Store and download it, or go to my Telegram channel to get the advanced version. It's safe and free. So without any further ado, let's begin.
Did you pay for that?
Now, where do we get our UI ideas from? If you have ever wondered where to easily get your ideas, you might only think of YouTube because you don't know where else to get them, right? But don't worry, here's the solution. Let's head over to Pinterest and search for UI design ideas. As you can see, there are multiple designs available. Most editors you see making high quality UI animations get the ideas right here on Pinterest. Let's download a few that would be very easy for us to create and then organize them into a special folder so that we can access them easily whenever we need them. So after getting our ideas, it's now time to proceed with the animation. So let's go ahead and pick one of the designs like this one, for example, and open up Alight Motion. In order to make our animation feel smooth and clean, there are three simple steps to follow, and if you follow them carefully, you will become a pro in no time. Step 1. Design. For us to achieve that high quality UI look, we have to design the layout first with each element that make up a UI. So let's begin by making a white background, then add another rectangle shape and change the color of the shape to black. Extend the size a bit and leave it like so. Add the text layer and type monthly budget. Make sure to capitalize the first letters of both words. I'm going to use regular stack sans text as our font. Then decrease the size and move it to the top left corner of the rounded rectangle shape. Here, duplicate the text and type $8,000. I'm still going to use the same font throughout the design. Increase the
size and change the color
size
to white.
and change the color to white. Make sure you align the text horizontally with the first one. Duplicate the text and type monthly spending limit. Then increase the size of the text a little and bring it down below the $8,000 text. While we are making this design, let's take a look at our reference so we won't make any mistakes. Now bring out a round rectangle shape and extend it with. This will be the progress bar. Then change the color to a slightly darker shade. Duplicate the layer and change the color to this green, white, blue. This will be the progress itself. Duplicate this text layer and move it to the top of all the layers. Bring it down below the progress bar. Then change it to spent. Duplicate the text again, then change it to this amount. Next, change the color of it to white. After that, select both text layers and duplicate them. Then move this duplicated text layer above the previous one. Finally, move the two texts to the right like this. Let's change this text to budget remaining and this other one to this specific amount. Let's bring out a round rectangle shape and change the color to white. Make it small and move it to the top right corner. Then bring out the text and type SEP, which is the abbreviation for September. Capitalize the text. After that, let's add an arrow icon and place it inside the box. Then select both layers and move them down. Also move the box. Now let's add another round rectangle shape. Change the color to white and then extend the width. Duplicate this text layer, move it above, change it to view more, adjust the text alignment to center, change the color to black and place it inside the white box. Let's make the text a little bigger. We are now done with the design process. Step 2. Animation. After creating our UI design, it's now time to animate. First, let's add 2 keyframes for the view more text layer. Then move it down below the white round box. Create this type of curve and copy it. Next, let's also add 2 keyframes for the white round box. Reduce the width to 0 at the first keyframe and paste the curve we copied earlier. We are going to use the curve throughout the animation process. Looks cool, right? After that, let's animate this text by adding 2 keyframes for the position.
and bringing it down like this.
Bringing it down like this,
And then placing your cough X, add
pasting
example
your
F
cough. Next, add a Gaussian blur effect to it. Make two keyframes
and
reduce the strength to 0 as the second keyframe. Lastly, let's add two keyframes for the blending and opacity and reduce the alpha to 0% as the first keyframe. Let's do the same for this other text.
Apa Young Designing.
For the progress bar, I actually made a mistake. Delete the progress itself and add a rectangle shape, then extend the width to match that of the progress bar and change the color to a gradient. Then let's change the color on the right side of the shape to blue while using the light blue
for the left side.
For
drag the
the
layer of the
left
shape down.
side, drag the layer of the shape down
so that it stays next to the progress bar layer.
Next to the progress bar layer.
Now add two keyframes
for the position. Then drag it to the left like this. Make a curve to ensure the animation feels smooth. For the progress bar, let's add two keyframes for the edge section and reduce the size to 0 at the first keyframe. Then paste that bouncy curve we copied earlier. For this text, let's add two keyframes for the position and bring it down as the first keyframe. Then paste this curve. Let's do the same for the text above it. Next, let's also animate the arrow inside this small white round box and the text beside it.
Reach for this. Then the box. So for the last text,
for the last text,
let's
animate
it
the same way we did for the others. Lastly, the black round rectangle box.
we don't want all the animations to start at the same time.
So let's drag this first layer for 2 seconds. Select all layers. And click on this icon to align them sequentially. Now we want this text to stay inside the white round rectangle box. Duplicate the progress bar layer, move it up and select it along with the progress itself, then mask them together. After that, group them. Let's do the same for the others. Finally, let's duplicate this black round rectangle shape, move it to the top of all layers and select all the layers except for the main one and the white background and mask them all together. Let's also group these 2 layers. Click on the group and add the long shadow effect and follow along. Lastly, let's
let's
export
explore
the
the animation
animation
we
we just created to our gallery. We have just made our animation. Step 3. Adding sound effects. To add the right sound effects, since it's a bounce animation, we need to look for a pop sound effect. Let me see which one would be just perfect.
So what were you getting it for? What were you getting it for? Okay, for my hair.
Hey,
Okay, you do it. Your video.
Yeah,
This
This
sound actually fits our
sound
animation.
actually fits our animation.
Let's use
Let's
this.
use it by
I've been into the
adding
timeline.
it
Just
to
make
the
these pops.
timeline to make this pop
On our
sound
layout, we
align
see
with
ammunition
the
of each
animation
enemies.
of each element.
We
We
need to
need
place
to
it as the
place
specific
it
frame before
as
the
the
animation starts.
specific frame before the animation starts.
What are you looking?
Good copy. What if human beings were able to copy information just like
Duplicate
Because I place it at the
and
right
place it at the right frame.
from one computer to another computer?
The one we read, for example.
People will still read.
I won't. So where would you copy from? And where would you get the information from? I just copy and paste it. No, I mean, what I meant was, okay, like now I have to teach you how to do nails. Like I have to teach you step by step. So it's more like I'm trying to put in my knowledge.
And
Yes,
yes,
our final results.
our final results.
They had to download.
Wow, that was cool, right? If you made it this far, that means you found this video really helpful, and a big congratulations to you. So next time you see those cool UI animation on Instagram and YouTube or any other platform you use, don't feel bad about it. Just follow these simple but powerful steps I gave you today. And before you know it, you'll be a pro at making clean animations on mobile. So why not hit that subscribe button and give this video a like so my videos will be recommended more to those who want to keep learning how to create motion graphics and UI animations right on your mobile phones. As always, let's keep it rolling.
Imagine you have no brain, no editing skills, and you need to do this kind of editing. Well, there's no need to imagine because this is your reality.
This video, I'm going to teach
you how to do this.
Why are you copying my intros like this, brother?
You're making money.
Huh?
When did I do that?
Huh?
What are you doing right now? Hey, brother, tell me a second.
Brother, tell me a second.
What's going on behind you
and OP?
Anyway, we can let
that go. But now, I'll show you how to create this kind of animation. You can find all the assets in the description. You can see how crazy it is by looking at the smoothness. You can also buy XML of it in my description. So, I've downloaded all the assets needed to create this. You'll find the links to all of them in the description. And this video is going to be beginner friendly. So there's no need to worry too much because even a noob can create it after watching this tutorial. To create it, we only need these 4 assets. First, we need this logo file. You need to keep its size around this much, and then duplicate it and place it on all 4 sides. But before doing that, you need to do one more thing. Go to Effects and search for Solid Background, meaning solid color.
Then change its color
to something like gray.
Perhaps a little more light
would look better.
Yes, something like this looks good. Clean it inside, then duplicate it, and place it on all 4 sides like this. Then you need to group them all. And you need to keep it linked around 3 seconds. Then you need to add an effect called Flip Layer. After that, you need to hold it for half a second until the animation is complete within the Flip Layer. First, you need to place a keyframe within the angle layer and go to its beginning. Then set its axis to 270 degrees and
increase its angle.
Do something like 58 degrees and ball. So either was lifting, then go to move and transform, and then place a keyframe at the beginning. And then right where you placed it on there to play
the bead you're bringing will just
to do the same thing inside and
increase. Right, that's why it was lifting.
The value of the first layer a little like this, and move it down.
And move it down.
Now the graph for it should be something like
this.
And paste the same graph into each one. So your flip layer will be something like this. You too can earn money by creating tutorials like me. Using this website is called Super Profile. You'll see courses under your apps. Go to it and click Create Course. As soon as you click, you'll see a screen like this. Here you can enter the title of the course and upload a cover image. Below you'll also find a description. So I'm adding this as the cover and I'm adding this as the title. Currently I'm just teaching you. In the description, I'll generate a chat like GPTC and write it here. You also find some additional options below, such as your course benefits, course highlights, a gallery, and testimonials. You can add many other extras. After clicking continue, you'll find a screen like this. You can add your course syllabus here. You can also set up live classes below that you'll find pricing. Below that you'll find pricing. One is your fixed price, and the other is your customer decided price. First we go to fixed, for example, our fixed price is 1200. Within that, you can also add discounted price. For example, favorite 600 here, we're getting a 50% discount. You can also add a free option here. And you can also add a customer-decided price. While you can add a minimum price, your customers can also pay more. For example, you'll also find suggested prices here. Your website will tell you what people typically prefer to pay. Below this, you'll find the course with which you'll find two options. Lifetime access and limited access. Lifetime access, as you already understand, is yours permanently, however. For your limited access, you can set its duration and dates, indicating how long it will last. Indicating how I didn't add the lesson itself. So you can add a variety of options here, including your video text images, audio quizzes, and assignments. If for this I'm adding one video module. When you do this and click Save, this page will appear. After doing so, you'll find several other options for payment. If you purchase from the link I provided, you'll receive an 80% discount, a link to which is in the description and all set. We'll continue our tutorial to make it look a little smoother. What do I do? I'll add a null. And parent it to this side. Next, I'll go to shape and size here and move it a little bit. Just as its keyframe is here, and I'll move it around here with. Which is enough for me. Okay. And then I'll start decreasing its value. So we'll still zoom in after the animation ends. But it's going a little faster, and it's becoming visible. We need to keep it just a little bit barely visible. Then go to Groups and click on Edit Group. Then this blue icon in the middle, which we have placed in the beginning, you need to add an animation to it, which is something like this. That's what you want to hear this in this. In this, you need to lower it a little, around this much. And then you need to go to Graph, and then after clicking here, you need to choose Elastic here. So what do you want me to do? You need to do exactly the same as I'm doing Go On. Now after that, you need to add another effect inside it called Solid Color. Then you need to add a square. After clicking on these three dots, you need to select Straight Composition Gold. Then you need to add this color, a very dark blue, and then you need to keep this color around this much. Then go to Blending. Then go to Blending and Opacity. Then reduce its value to something like this. Then in this group too, you need to do something similar with blending and opacity. At the beginning, you need to reduce its value. Then you need to keep its graph something like this. And now you need to add motion blur inside it. Then we need to add some text and write files. The font I'm going to use is SS Pro Display, which I'm going to use instead of the regular one. Then you need to go to FX. There you need to add text transform under standard settings. Then you need to go to range, add a keyframe at the beginning. Then you need to move a little forward, then increase its value. Make it around 100. Then you need to select the anchor above the compound and reduce its alpha to 0. Then you need to go to Visual and Attributes. Change the overwrite colors to blue. Then go to Interpolation and Erasing. Then increase the ease in. And you can set it to EA
You can set it to E out to around 60.
Why would I do that? So what happens to that one?
And you can set the overlap to 300
watts.
Between 300 and 400 now.
Now you'll see that this is a kind of animation.
But no, we don't want that.
Then we'll
go into Offset and
change its X value to something like
this. It's too far away.
You'll want it to be
103. Then we'll go into Angles and just increase its value a little. Set it to around 45. And now it's done, but it's still not looking good. What can we do for this? We'll go into Blending
and Opacity.
And Opacity and
add a key for the beginning and one for the end.
And one for the end. For this, we'll set the value to 0. Then we'll add this graph.
Okay.
After that, you need to add a keyframe and then move it around here. A little bit further than its actual last keyframe. In its first keyframe,
you need to
move it to the left.
If you're not sure how far it's moved
back, because its opacity is too low, you
Supposed to be like that. So
can increase it in the next one to get an idea of how far it's moved back. Then go to graphs and select elastic again. And once you've created your animation, if you want it to move exactly to the left, you just need to click on it and move it with your hands. Then simply place it here. After that, you need to place it in its correct position. And what will you do for this? Click on it. Go to the parenting option and select Group 1. What will happen? It's properly synced with it. So right now it looks like this. But the color I added inside it doesn't look that special. What will I do about that? I'll go to Colors and Fill. And then I'll add 2 keyframes here.
And their distance should be something like this.
Should be something like this. You can see its animation should reach this point. Then within the first one, I'll choose dark blue.
So now it looks something
like this.
But
yes, for this you need to add a square. And again, you need to strain the composition. Then add an effect called Copy Background.
Now
inside that, you need to add another effect called Inner Blur. And when its distance is something like this, then you need to add 2 keyframes. One in the first and one in the last.
Then in the
last one, you need to decrease its value. I'm setting its distance to this much, and then I'm adding this graph inside it. Now you need to do the same thing on this text, but in a different way. For this, you need to add a gusher inside it. Now after doing this, I'm thinking of adding a little more animation to this text. So what will I do? Go into Move and Transform, then into Rotate.
Then I'll add